Yo, what is up, guys? It's Bankrupt Dope, back again with another video. And today we are back on some Chaos Zero Nightmare. Now, look, I know it's been a minute, but unfortunately, there hasn't been much to upload for this game. But we are finally back in it season 2, and now we do have stuff to update and upload. So, here we are. Now, you can see by the title. Before we hop into anything today, I hope you're having a good day today. If you're not having a good day, hope your day gets better. But I ain't gonna lie, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, so the day hasn't really started unless you're on that early bird shift, which I know a couple people that are. So yeah, today is the day we got the new character, and it's 9. But my joint wants to load. Okay, here we go, and it's 9. She is here. Now I did get her, right? I did a summon. I didn't record it because I was very much under pressure. Like, if I have to go to if I have to do 3 multis, I'm just not gonna get it. That was gonna be my thought process, right? So if we take it over to the probability info, right? The rescue, where's you at? Why are they showing up as this color? That's not right. Oh, I'm tripping because that's weird. That's very weird. Hold up. To have her show up there in this color, but then in the record to have her be this, which makes sense. That just threw me off. So yeah, I pulled her right there in a multi, and I obviously just pulled Narja recently as well. So I did a singular multi and got it. So yeah, we got her in the temple. So really nice. Get to save everything else. But yeah, I was very much under the impression if I fail the 50-50, we just waste the rest on Typhara whenever Typhara comes out. That's what I wanted to do, right? Because no, I am not free to play, but I also don't spend. I don't think I spent more than $20 on this game. I think I bought the battle pass twice, or no, yeah, no, I bought the battle pass twice, and then I bought maybe I think I bought a gym pass once, which was like a $20, like $40. Spent $40 on the game, right? So light spender. Nothing wrong with spending money on the game, right? Let's just as well as one third out there. There's nothing wrong with spending. If you like the game, you enjoy the game, you can spend an okay amount of money on the game. Keep it light. Don't break the bank for the game because at the end of the day, it's still gambling. Even though it's still guaranteed, right? It's still gambling. No need to go too crazy. Support the game if you like the game and supports that. Don't let people try to make you feel bad for getting characters you like and playing the game you like and supporting the game you like. I just want that out there. So yeah, question is, do you even need her though, right? So if we take it over to combat record, right, there are a lot of order characters in this game, and you may have a lot of order characters, or maybe you don't, right? But one thing I can say for sure, even with my light spending that I did do for my account personally, and it does just come down to a trust me, bro. I did not get majority of my characters due to spending money. All the characters I have on my account or from just natural pools because they gave us so many pools, right? Unfortunately, there were a couple things that they reworked and they changed, and due to that, they gave out a decent amount of money, a decent amount of pools. But when I say that, so truth be told, my account, the only character where you can see where money has hopped in, right? If you just look right here, Chizuru. This is where money had happened, right here. And I ended up getting multiple copies, which was a waste, by the way. The only reason I continued summoning was because I was like, they have a little pack. I'm going to buy the pack and just refill what I spent. And the thing is, what I spent in money, I did not get back from the free-to-play. I spent way more currency just getting this E2 than I did, that I got back from buying the currency. So I didn't need to get that E2, but I got it anyway, right? Because I was also trying to fish for the 4 stars in the banners. I said I'll just keep summoning, so I maxed out the 4 stars. Then I finally maxed them out, and that's when I stopped summoning. It was a waste. So I can only imagine if I never spent those. Granted, I don't think I failed a 50-50 yet. To be fair, I don't think I failed a 50-50 yet. But I would say if I did not use those gems, I would be in a better spot right now to get the next banner character as well without spending any significant money. Like I said, I still believe my account as is. None of my characters are here because I spend money. So somebody will be like, oh, well, you only can say this because you spend money. Not really. The majority of these characters are all free. Like I've got these with the pools they have given us, oddly enough. outside of standard banners for the doing a 300 on the standard banner. So yeah, that's where my money went. By the way, I also went to the standard banner. I rushed the 300 for the standard banner. Oof. Now that was a long intro. All I have to say, do you need 9? We have a lot of order characters, right? We even have an order Vanguard right there in the mirror, but they don't do the same thing, right? You can make our girl Lemire do damage, but that's not her primary role. Well, 9, that is her role. Her role is to be a Vanguard. She gives you shields at the same time, does a hefty amount of damage because she does scale with, if you go to the potentials, right? She got the crit in there. She has crit damage. She does damage, right? And you have things that increase the damage of her slash attack, which is her first card, which changes out, you'll probably take it out anyway. And then yeah, if her defense is greater than 300, she gets 15% order damage for everything exceeding defense. So you're gonna be investing in defense, also crit rate and crit damage, which is gonna give you more damage. So she's doing damage. She wants to do damage, kind of how people have their Naja. Some people have, like for example, where's she at? For example, people have a defense Naja, and people have, or so I guess a support Naja, and people have a hybrid DPS Naja. Me personally, I just have her as support. I'm gonna make her a support. I don't feel like trying to farm to make her do damage. It's just not interesting, in my opinion, to make everything do damage, because unfortunately, that's exactly what happened with our guy Cassius. You know, we want everything doing damage, so things get nerfed when we do that. And as much as I dislike it, it happened. He got nerfed. He's still usable with, you know, a very particular playstyle got nerfed in the game where everything's supposed to be possible. So it's unfortunate, but he got nerfed because we want everything doing damage, right? And so even Naja here, she's doing damage, even though if like the character is mostly meant to be support, but people use it as damage. So you know, you do what you do at the end of the day. That's the point. You should be able to do whatever you want. So people do that. And 9 is the same way. You can either bring her as a full tank, or you can put her as a DPS tank, or you can just put her as a straight up DPS. It's up to you. And she also, if we go over to her cards, where are they? She has a couple exhaust things in here, where like her things will be boosted by exhaust with epiphanies and things like that. So you know, if you have a Luke, you know, there's a little combo there. They even showed it in the live stream. But all of it to say, do you need her? Do you need this defense-based damage? Especially if you have these other order units. And I'll just be blatant. No, you don't really need it for the tower. If you're gonna say, is the 150 stages of tower, do I need to beat it? Do I need to beat it right now? And you're struggling to beat it. You need a tank. You don't want to build a mirror. Then sure. But it's just, the question is, how much stock do you want to put in that? Because the content will always be here, and you do not need to beat it today. You know what I mean? You might want to, but you don't need to beat it now. If your idea is, I want to pull the character to beat this one piece of content, and by the way, I don't even think the stages 100 to 150 even give you premium currency, then I would say, hold out, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, only up till stage 100 do you even get premium currency. After that, it's just for the sake of, hey, I did it. At that point, it can kind of just, it can just be whatever at that point, right? Here we go, reward info is what I'm looking for. So yeah, you get stuff. Yeah, after stage 100, it's just stickers, which they need to update this. This should be premium currency. I don't want to do difficult content for crap, and this is crap. I'm not gonna lie, because this is already difficult at these stages here. So why would you give me harder stages for crap? Like, throw the premium currency in here, all right? Please, please, please don't. Like, yes, like, it's difficult, but it gives us something to work for. And I don't like a gacha game, because at the end of the day, I spend money here, right? We spend money, we spend time. Don't waste my time. Don't give me these empty stages of nothing when it's difficult. Just throw stuff in there, right? Give people something to work for in the long run. And yes, I understand. These other stages are also a long run thing, but like, this is ultra long term. Throw better rewards in there. Yeah, y'all could throw some gems in there. Y'all could throw 100. There's no reason for these to not have crystals in them. No reason. So yeah, from 75 to 100 is really what you're going for. And I would not say you need to get Teferi just to clear this. I just don't think you need to. I think you could probably sit there, take your time, get a better deck, and then you can eventually beat it. But like for example, I have not grinded my chaos nearly as much as I should have. So guess what? I can't beat 75, and I haven't even tried to or not 75, whatever, wherever I am, like in the 50s or something. Like I haven't even tried to bring my Haru in there, which I'm currently in. It's like a defense based thing, so I haven't even brought my justice people in there. So it's like I haven't even explored remotely half the possibilities on my account to go in there. So it's like I shouldn't just jump to, oh, I'll pull this character to beat it, right? And I feel like that's what some people do. It's like, oh, I didn't beat it off rip, so I need to go pull this character who, yes, is going to give you an advantage. But it's like, did you really try everything you needed to get it done? And if the answer is no, then try some other things before you just dump your resources into another character that you probably can't build anyway, because you also need the potential. You need the mats to level up. And as you can see, mine level 57. It's like, end of the day, don't pull 9 just for beating the tower. Everything else, I'm sure you probably can beat, right? The if we take it over, I won't be able to look at it all because I what do you call it? I always forget how to get there because I haven't done the story yet. But if you go over to the chaos, the seasonal chaos, it's locked for me, can't go in. But Nebula Distortion, I'm sure this is an order boss. It'll be difficult, and yes, it's probably dedicated to 9. But once again, you should not be pulling 9 just to beat this. It's never worth it. It's just not. It's rarely ever worth it. So I'm gonna say no. You do not need to hop in here. You don't need to go pull a character just to beat this. That's one thing I want people to understand, right? And also, I could say you could just wait, right? Because like, not all of us care about vanguards. Nobody built vanguards. I feel like a lot of people ignored vanguards all the way up until tower mode came out, and it's like, okay, these dudes are scaling so high. You need the vanguard, and healing doesn't work because they do more damage than you have health. So you need the shield, right? So most people don't. I feel like most people don't care for vanguard play anyway. So to try to force it for the sake of one piece of content, I don't think it's worth it, right? And personally, I think the best looking character in this game has even dropped is coming out right after it being Typhara. I think she has the best character design ever. All these other characters that come out in this game, right? I'm being so serious. All these other characters I think have been had very simplistic designs. They don't look that cool. They're just fan service. So you guys read, like if we're talking about purely visual, I think every character in this game so far has just been fan service. They really don't look that good, in my opinion. I think Typhara has the most interesting look out of all these other characters. And also, like I said, the other character that they're gonna drop, the girl with the hands, who has like the hands coming through the portals, she also looks interesting. Or is that just Typhara? I'm sure that might just be Typhara. That's interesting. No, it's not. I can't remember. I haven't seen that piece of the story in a long time, but I just remember there was somebody holding 2 like portal hands. It looked cool. But also Typhara. If those are 2 separate characters, they both look cool. If it is just Typhara, she looks cool. The character actually looks interesting. Like there's cool things going on. There's like you see the little stars in her clothes. Like she looks cool. It's not just fan service makes character. I think that's a very lame form of design, and unfortunately, that's what a lot of this game is. If I'm being so serious when it comes to design. So if you're also going for design, you can just wait for the more interesting character, in my opinion. See what she looks like, see what she actually does. You just wait till the end of the season, right? You wait until the end of the banner. They say you don't need to beat it now because nothing will end by the time the next character comes out. So at the end of the day, you can just simply wait, see what the next character provides, because it probably won't be a Vanguard. And if that character suits your playstyle better, pull for that character. But if you're a collector, right? Let me wrap this up. I know this is way too long for us to do something. If you're a collector, obviously you're gonna pick 9 up. Collectors pick her up. That's what you do. You're collecting. Me, I'm a collector. So yes, I said I was gonna skip, but like some same degree, I've pulled all the banner characters so far that have been dropping on like new banners. So it's like to some degree, it's like I want to kind of keep that streak up. I don't really want to miss anybody. So if I don't have to, I won't. But if you are trying to play for being optimal, I guess, pull what's going to make your account stronger. Once again, like that, and that doesn't mean just pulling everything. That means pull things that are actually useful that can actually buff the team that you currently run. If the character isn't going to buff anything and you don't need the character in a certain spot, you can ignore it. If you do not need 9 as a Vanguard or as a damage dealer, then you skip her. It's as simple as that. This is probably as close and the easiest form of character that we're gonna get for a while. To say like, yeah, you can just skip her. It's gonna be, granted, she's probably our strongest Vanguard that deals damage, but there are just a lot of ways, a lot of sustainability in the game already. So yeah, as simple as that. Look at your account. Do you need a order Vanguard? Do you need order shields? Do you already have a good Vanguard? If you already have somebody who's throwing out 1,000+ shields, you probably don't need her. If you already have a order character that's doing a ton of damage, you don't need it. You get what I'm saying? Like there are little ways to know. You know what you don't need and you know what you do need. So that's it. I'm not gonna bug you any longer. That's it for Shit Just Summon. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.